Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Road to Champions League Glory with Bishops Stortford. Welcome back. So, since you were last with us, a lot has happened, okay? So, we've played a few games, we've brought in a few more members of staff, we've sorted out a few loans going out, and we've got a new affiliated club. So, we'll start off with the affiliated club. Okay, so what we've got Bolton, and this decision was mainly made because of the annual fee that we're going to get. I see this as free money. We don't really have to do anything. They give us nearly £23,000 for nothing. We might even get a few players on loan from them if they want to come to us. It's a very doubtful at the moment because they're League One, we're Vanarama South. We might get one or two, but not at the moment. We haven't been offered any currently, but we'll wait and see. So that happened on the 8th of August, which is just over a week ago, and £23,000 in the bank, so I'm quite happy with that. The next thing we need to look at is a few transfers out, okay? So we've brought in a director of football. I like using a director of football, mainly because if I put people on the loan list or the transfer list, then I get my director of football to sort them out. I'm not one to do menial tasks such as that. It takes a long time to offer them out to individual clubs, sort it out, leave it to my director of football. He's not bad. He's got man management 8, which is what I want. He's also got 11 for judging player ability and potential. So if I need him to give a view on a player, he's also got good stats for that. Then if we look at the players, we have sent 2 Regans out on loan. Okay, these were kids that came up through that were in the youth system. So we got Zach Haynes, who is goalkeeper. Not bad stats for a keeper. He's gone out to Kings Lynn. He can hopefully get a few games there during the season. And we've got Steve Mannion, who's gone to St. Notts. Again, a few greens, quite a few blacks as well, but goes out, gets a bit of experience. Already played one game, 6.6. It's only going to benefit them given a few games. We have got a transfer in the progress at the moment. He's currently on loan, on trial with us, Jonathan Pierre-Jones, just to give us that extra bit of depth in the striker position. Okay, we've got Jake, we've got John Lewis, who's playing on the wing at the moment, and Jonathan Pierre-Jones will just give me that extra striker just to play around with, just in case I get injuries, because you never know in this league. So hopefully that'll happen. So now let's just look at the previous games. Okay, so last time you were with us, we'd just beaten Birmingham 4-0. Well, we made a very good start to the season. We were playing Hampton and Richmond, and Jake Simpson on his debut banged in a hat-trick. If we have a look at the game, Jake Simpson hat-trick, Gordon 1, Molyneux 1 and Noble 1 at the end of the game. But one thing that I was happy about to see was Callum Harris getting 2 assists and Reece Hall Johnson getting 2 assists. Johnny Hurd getting 1. So those complete fullbacks are getting quite a few assists. My centre attacking mid is as well. Was pleasantly pleased with that. So we have, and the stats weren't massive. Okay, we had a lot more possession, but we only had 11 shots and scored 6 of them. So I'm quite pleased with that. So we look at the second game. This was a bit of a nail biter, okay? So 6-4. If we have a little look at it, Lewis Wilson had a very good game, shall we say. 4 goals, 9.9. Very rare to see a 10, but 9.9. So we went 1-0 up. They went 2-1 back up. Okay, we went 2-2. Then it went 3-2 to them. Then 3-3. Then 4-3. Then 4-4. Then 5-3. Then 5-4. Then 6-4. Those goals in 10-minute spell. There was 3 goals at the end of the game. Also, after 53 minutes, our captain Johnny Hurd got sent off. Not the best thing to happen. We dominated possession. We had a lot of shots. Not too many more compared to them, but we did have a lot of shots. It was a bit of a topsy-turvy game. I don't know if we did. I feel we deserved to win it, but it was quite nail biting until we got that sixth goal. I felt Welling had a good chance getting back into it. Definitely with a man extra. Johnny getting sent off didn't help us. We moved the centre attacking mid to. We moved this player here back to left back. So that meant we were only playing with a front three, not a front four. Made us a bit vulnerable on the attack. Didn't have as many chances, but from set pieces we did alright. So that was that one. Then we came to the pool game and we drew 1-1. This is a bit of a frustrating game, to be honest, because we were doing really well. We were dominating the game possession-wise. Shots-wise, we were about even, but we were having the clear-cut ones. They weren't. If we look at the whole match stats, we had. Oh, sorry. They had the clear-cut chances. We had the long shot to start with, but then, right in the last 5 minutes, Salmon Storage got a penalty off an Aaron Green foul. He bangs it in. Okay, 1-1, still unbeaten. Can't complain too much so far. We look at the league so far. We're third in the league with a goal difference of 8. Chelmsford up there with 10 already. So they're banging them in just as much as we are. If we have a look at their last few games, 5-0, 4-2, 3-0. Luckily, if I look, we're not playing them for a long time. We've got a double header over Christmas with them. So we have a little look now at our next fixture, which is against Hungerford, and we're going to do a live comm. So we're going to see how we get on in this fixture. So our tactics are going to be this formation, and we're going to be looking at making a bit of a comeback from a draw. Yes, it is only a draw and we're still unbeaten, but I'd quite like to get back onto winning form. So what we're going to do, we're going to preview the match. I'll go through the team with you. So in goal we've got Siddle, right back we've got Hall Johnson. In the centre back we've got Osborne and Hickford. Johnny Hood comes back after being suspended. He comes back into left back position. We've got Simon Hanna in the playmaking position. Tom Molyneux in our ball winner. In the attacking playmaker position we've got Callum Harris, who's proven pretty nifty so far. He's got a few assists, which is quite nice. Gordon on the right, Wilson on the left, and Simpson up front. On the bench we've got Tom Lovelock, who is also playing for the reserves at the moment, just to give him a bit of match fitness. Aaron Green, who can come on at left back. We got this one, which I'm actually going to change, and I'm going to put on Dominic Green, just to give us an option on the wingers position, really. Then we've got Kevin. Not sure how you pronounce that second name, but Kevin, a centre back cover, and John Noble up front. What we'll do, actually, just a little think. Instead of Dominic Green, we need a centre mid in there somewhere. So we're going to put Remy on the bench. So Remy can come in, and he can sit on the bench for us. So let's go ahead and see how we get on in this game. So they're playing a similar formation to us, except instead of the attacking midfield, they're playing as a defensive midfielder. And it looks like Nicky Shorey is playing a bit more defensive than the right wing back. You've got James Harper and Nicky Shorey, both legends in football in my eyes. Played for Reading, Sheffield United, James Harper was. Both pretty old. I think James is getting on about 36 now. Nicky Shorey's about the same, 34, 35. They've signed for Hungerford, which is quite nice. Quite a local team to Reading, which is quite good. Right, let's see. I don't do any opposition instructions. I get you on to do the first team talk. Then I have a little chat with each group of players. Passionately, usually tell them they've got faith. A little bit of prep. If you look at the morale, pretty high already, so don't really need to do too much. And we start the game. So we're kicking off in the blue. Simpson to Harris, Tom Molyneux. Keeping possession is our main aim. Hopefully, we can do alright in this game and get back to winning ways. Fitness is looking okay. We've got a set piece. Hannah, edge of the box. Goal. Might be offside. No. Good. Look like there's a few boys offside in an offside position. Not sure if they got a touch. The defenders rushed out quite quick. If it had hit any of these here, then I think it would have been offside. But I think it took a deflection off one of these. So, Hannah, edge of the box. Nice goal. 1-0 Bishops Stortford. Okay, we're defending here. Edge of the box. Ooh, it's a bit of a rash shot by one of their players. Again, let's see if we can recycle and get ball possession back. We have Simpson's going to cross it out, give it to Gordon. Gordon's going to give it to Johnson. Johnson's going to take it on. He's going to go past the player, crosses it in. Nice goal by Gordon. That was a very nice 1-2 by those two on that right wing. Hall's got past his defender, crossed it in, and Gordon's there just to slot it in. Inside forward, and he's cutting inside, which is exactly what I've asked him to do, which is perfect. So 2-0. Only after half an hour as well. Stats wise, we're keeping possession quite nicely. Doing alright so far. We're on key highlights, so we might sometimes go a few minutes without any highlights. Can only be good when we're in the lead. So I'll get you on to talk. They haven't had any green, so I'll go passionately and say that we weren't that bad. I think we can do a little bit better. So we'll have a little go at that. And second half begins. So as you can see on my stats page, I quite like to have how many clear cut chances we have, how many half chances, and long shots, because we might create a lot of chances and take a lot of shots, but some of them can be long, and that's a bit irritating sometimes. Simpson's in here, leg, good save, corner ball. And also I quite like to see how many passes we do, tackles we win, etc. If you have a little look there, and I also quite like to see how far we run, which is always nice to see. Which both teams are quite similar today, which is interesting. So they've got it back here. We need to win this back quite quickly, just to keep us on the front foot. Johnny Hurst nicked it, gives Harris Wilson, Simpson, Gordon. Oh, he's hit the post. Not bad, close. Possibly looking at doing a few substitutions. Callum Harris is looking a little bit knackered out there. We'll switch Hannah up to the top. We'll put Remy instead of Harris in the centre mid position. He can play as a deep line playmaker. He's not bad at it. He can play there. He is better at the ball winning, but I don't really want two ball winners, otherwise it won't really work. So we'll go back. Possibly look at Jake Simpson next. Noble can come on for the last 10 minutes possibly. So if time has flown by, so Noble can come on. And we'll go back into the game, see if that makes any difference. We need to get this back. Good header. Johnny Hurd, good header. Noble, give it to Hannah. Hannah, back to Mayers. Mayers not with the best pass. They might have a chance here. If this gets to 2-1, this could be a tasty end to the game. But we've done well. We've recycled it. Noble onto Gordon. Gordon onto Hannah. Hannah. No. Right, you can cut the highlight now, please. Oof, that was a chance. We've done well there. Right, we're going to contain just to kind of shut shop. Basically, we're 2-0 up. Don't really want them to get a goal. It doesn't bother if we get another one or not. We can sit back. Gordon's in. And he hits it straight at leg. Okay, we've had 3 clear-cut chances in this, and 3 half chances. We haven't put our chances away, which is a little bit disappointing. Since Jake Simpson's hat-trick at the beginning of the season, he hasn't really scored much or got any decent ratings, which is a little bit irritating because he's a good little player. And the team's playing well. So Molyneux's got the ball back. Noble on the run, and skies it. He should have taken that a lot closer into the box and given it a good shot. Made leg make work. Okay, so we've got a free kick just on the edge of the box with a minute left. Hurd's going to pass it out. It's going to go short. Molyneux over to Hickford. Bit of a wasted pass. If we can keep him in the corner for another 30 seconds, it'll be game over, and we'd have won our 3rd game out of 4. I can't really say I was expecting this good of a start, but I'm quite happy with it. Unbeaten after 4 games, not conceding that many, take out the conception of conceding 4 in 1 game. But we've done alright there, kept possession, which has been nice, and Hungerford have been kind of kept tight, which is quite good. They only had 6 shots, possession didn't really give them much. Okay, so that is that. We will have a little break now, and you'll join us for the Bath game. Welcome back. So we are ready for the Bath game. We've done a few little changes for this game. Okay, last time I said that Jake Simpson wasn't having the best of run. I've taken him out, just given him a little rest, see if Lewis Wilson can do a better job up front. It's quite nice to be able to have the opportunity to switch things around. Who we've brought in on the right wing is Kieran Macy. 16-year-old kid, he can play attacking midfielder and he can play on the right wing, and he can play in that inside forward position. Stats aren't the best, but we'll give him a go. He seems to be quite keen. I'm quite happy to give him a chance. Beginning of the season, can't do any harm. If things don't work, I put Wilson back onto that side and put Jake back up front. We can only give it a shot. So we're going to submit and we're going to go into the game. So this is our second live com of this save. Okay, so going into this game, we're second in the league. St Albans have won all 4 games. We're not going to look into too much into the league just yet. It's only just working itself out. We can only do so much at the beginning. So again, we don't do any team tactics. Any instructions. We don't do any instructions on this page. We just go straight to team talk. Get you on to do the little first bit. I do the second bit. Working as a team. Didn't really do much, but again, morale's quite good at the moment. I'm quite happy. Got to keep an eye on Kieran, just because his fitness and match sharpness isn't the best, but there's only one way of getting that match sharpness up, and it's giving him game time. So hopefully this will help. He's on 86. Probably bring him off for about 60 minutes. Hopefully that by then we'll already be in a winning position. We're at home again today. We're in our black and red kit, which I quite like. I quite like our kits. It's nice to have 3. So we started the game off pretty sluggishly. They've got the ball. Bath are quite a good side, and by the looks of it, they've got Stuart Fleetwood up front, which I didn't realise. And he's just banged in a goal just to prove who he is. Remind me. Not the best of starts. 2 minutes on the clock, and we're 1-0 down. They've had a clear-cut chance. 1 shot. Skip that, let's go for it. Let's hope we can get back into this game. Possession-wise, we're keeping it, which is quite nice. Hannah's going to give it. It's going to give it to Molyneux Harris. Molyneux Harris onto Johnson. Johnson's going to cross it in. Wilson's going to bang it in. I'm quite happy at the moment that I made that choice to put Wilson up front. Again, as you can see, Hall Johnson pings it in. Wilson's on the penalty spot. Bang, goal. 1-1. Since they've scored, they haven't really done much, which is quite nice to see. We've had a lot more possession and a lot more shots. Let's see how we can get on now. So, Molyneux over to Wilson. Wilson to Harris. Hurd, Johnny Hurd. Goal by the captain. Very pleased with that. Okay, so Johnny Hurd cut in on that left hand side. Don't know what he's doing. He's getting a blood rush from being so high up. He's cut in, gone past their right back and banged it in near post. If he's going to do that and make us go up 2-1 just before half time, so be it. That's what we can defend now. Get the ball back. Okay. Right, that's where Johnny Hurd lets himself down. Lets the boy cut in. Gets there before him. Goal. Not great. Misses it. Wilkins in. Bang, goal. One thing I do say, I'm not worried about conceding goals. At this league, it is basically a factor of you score more than the opposition. If you're going to worry about keeping clean sheets in lower league, then you're doomed from the start. It's always a bonus if you can keep a clean sheet, but it's not the be all and end all. Because as long as you score more than them, you're going to win games. If you're worried about how many goals you concede and how many goals you score, you're always going to be on negative. There's going to be mistakes at this level. The players aren't good enough to perform at that high level week in, week out. There's a reason why these boys haven't been snapped up by Premier League clubs. We're going to give them a bit of a prep talk, just say that, yeah, they've got it and they need to get out there and do it. Start second half. So we start second half by keeping the ball, which is quite nice there. Molyneux's going to keep it, and there's the end of the highlight. Gordon's not doing much on this side, and nor's Macy on that side, which is a little bit disappointing. What we might do, we might switch this around now. So we'll switch Gordon onto the right, we'll take Macy off and put Wilson there. We'll take off Macy and put Jake Simpson on up front. And let's hope this makes a difference. Gordon likes to play more on the right than on the left, so let's hope he can do that. Give him a little bit of I have faith in you after he's just been dropped. So let's see if that makes a difference. He is on a 6-5 now. Let's see if I can go up. Give the boys a little bit of a passionate push forward. Give them a bit of a prep. Not had any highlights, which is never ideal. So could be a fact of going in 2-2. We're gonna push out to attacking from counter to attacking and see if that makes any difference. Or is it going to fly through to the 90 minutes and be a 2-2 draw? If it is. Not even a highlight at the end to do the final S by the ref. Okay. I didn't notice that though, that Tom Molyneux picked up a groin injury. That's a little bit irritating. Obviously it didn't look on my right hand side here. We'll say a little team talk there. That leaves us in second position. So after 5 games we're in second position. So I'm quite happy with that. It's a nice little start. We're going to finish up there. Thanks for pressing play and listening. If you liked the episode, drop a like. If you'd like to see more, press the subscribe button. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.